Welcome back to another fantastic play-by-play commentary of Guns of Icarus Online. I am Dan. We're getting into Canyon Ambush. There's lots of clouds, lots of pillars, lots of angles, and lots of rocks. There are so many crevices and places you can get locked down in on this map that it can be very tough to simply stay afloat. Here we go, though. We're getting right into it here. We have the HMS We Almost Did It on the blue side. We've got a lot of things going on here. Lumberjacks on the front positions on both sides, and on the back positions, rather, on the right, we have a heavy carronade. On the left, we have a Hawacha. We also have a Gatling for support, and on the back, an Artemis. Going to number 4 here on the Solus, we have 2 flamethrowers, 2 big flamers, and a Hawacha. Another big Hawacha. They love their Hawachas. Going over to the number 1 spot, we have My Face. Goldfish, piloted mostly by BKPK members. Piloted specifically by Necrois, I believe it is. We have a Hawacha in the front, a Gatling on the right, and a flamethrower on the left. And our last ship, it's got to be a Pyramidion, the Loaf, piloted by Nuttaloaf. He's got a few different things going on here. We have double barrel grenade launchers right in front, both of them. Then on the left side, another double barrel grenade launcher, and on the back, another double barrel grenade launcher. Some guys really like the double barrel grenade launcher, so let's get into it here. They're going to get in a nice formation here. They should get nice and tight so they can use their combined firepower against that galleon to disable it, so the Solus is left vulnerable. If we can find the Solus here, where are you guys? Well, let's open the map up. That's not my map button. Is that my map button? That's not my map button. Oh dear. There we go. Where are you guys at? Where are your allies? Where's your ally, big guy? The Solus should try to be getting information with his partner here, because a lone goldfish could be in for a little bit of trouble in this setup. Heavy guns on the loaf, the loaf, and a good setup on the Hawacha fish is going to make any kind of ramming and quick attack actions on the Solus's part relatively risky. Checking here, this is My Face. This is the first red ship to see a blue ship. The HMS We Almost Did It. They should be bringing the broadside guns to bear. One of those heavy lumberjacks should open up here very shortly, trying to disable the My Face before anything bad happens to it. Oh, Pyramidion coming in too. The Loaf is here, and he wants all those grenade launchers flying. We Almost Did It is in a pretty precarious scenario right now because, well, where's his friendly coworker? Where's the goldfish? It's a very important question. Where is the Solus? Loaf is opening up with all those grenade launchers, trying to get some very solid hits on the HMS. We Almost Did It. Few hits going through, not a ton though. The Loaf is taking a lot of damage though. A lot of damage going through on the Loaf. Their balloon is nearly down. Their hull has taken damage. We Almost Did It, however, has lost some of his guns. The balloon, the hull, and one of the engines is on fire. They're losing their outer hull. It goes down. Perma hull is exposed. Light damage on it coming from the chain gun. On there. Oh, Hawacha shots going through. But there is the Solus. There's those big shots all over the Pyramidion. One gun is down. Balloon is nearly down. Outer hull is at half damage. And this is going to turn into one big mess. One big, huge, delightful mess. The Solus taking major fire from the Gatling on the goldfish, on the opposing goldfish rather, My Face. Engines going down all over the place. Weapons going down all over the place. We Almost Did It has lost most of their firepower. The Solus taking shots, taking fire. Their balloon is nearly down. Their hull is going down. One of their engines is down. The Loaf just absolutely doing whatever it takes to try and keep the Solus away from firing range so that Hawacha doesn't unleash on whatever it can. Hawacha shots going out from the goldfish, doing immense amounts of damage to the Solus. That permahull is nearly gone. Most of its components either on fire or dead as well. As we can see, 2 of those guns are out. One of the engines. The red team smells blood in the water at this point, as this is a best of 5. And the Solus may be going down here. Engines are going out of commission in a big way. It has completely lost its hull. It needs to be sneezed on. That's all it's going to take. And it's out of the picture. Oh, but the Loaf is bouncing his teammate around. Not good captaining on the part of the Loaf. But those double barrel mortars do the job that they were intended, and they take out that ship. HMS We Almost Did It is now in a pretty tough situation, unless it can even the odds by destroying as much as it possibly can as fast as it can. The 2v1 scenario is bad for any ship, even a heavily armored galleon. The Loaf moving in, trying to get all those grenade launchers firing at once, but it's taking a lot of damage. It needs to turn around and get all those guns firing at once. The arcs are not friendly right now towards it, as there is no gun on the right side of that ship. My Face is still firing. That sounds incredibly silly. The My Face is still unloading as best it can against the We Almost Did It, trying to keep it disabled as possible. 2 of its engines are down, 1 of its gun is down, the outer hull is down, and it is taking perma-hull damage at about half. I can only imagine those engineers are struggling to try and figure out a way where they can come out on top in this scenario, and they'd be hard-pressed to find it. Where is the Loaf? Where has the Loaf gone? You've got to be wondering what he's doing down here. This is not where he needs to be. He needs to be back up in this fight, continuing to put the pressure on the HMS We Almost Did It. Because right now, the We Almost Did It was in a kill box if the pressure had simply kept up. But instead, his ally is now in with him, they are in formation, and that Hawacha fish can do some very serious damage against the Face. My Face. Whatever. My Face taking flamethrower shots. That Hawacha is opening up. Major damage all across the board. Outer hull damage, major. Balloon, heavily damaged. All 3 guns have gone down. 1 is only coming back up. 2 engines down. Immense amounts of damage. There is some fire, though, on the Solus. Coming from where, though? Where is the Loaf? The eternal question, where is the Loaf? My Face is taking shots at the rear. That, again, sounds terrible. Engine shots going down as well for it. The Solus has a lot of ship fires going on right now. Very touch and go for them. And there's the Loaf. He's coming back to blindside the Goldfish, trying to take him out, and it is successful. Amazing move. Amazing timing on the part of the Loaf. They knew exactly when to get those double barrel mortars in the fight, and they did so. My Face is heavily damaged still, though. Loaf taking some major shots. They could go down here. Their promo hull is very much exposed and nearly out of the picture. Oh, I can twist the camera. Interesting. Yeah, let's not do that. That's going to give people dizzy spells. My Face is going to hit the ground, it looks like, and I'm not sure why. They may just be trying to go below it, out of sight range of that galleon. For better or worse, I think it was a good choice. I don't think My Face could have stood up against the HMS We Almost Did It, even with the scenario at the time. Both teams trying to get themselves back into a good fighting position. My Face and Solus are going to try and duke it out, ramming each other. Balloon for the My Face is gone, whereas with Solus, still in the air, still very much functional. Flames all over the balloon of the My Face. That still sounds incredibly weird. I'm not sure I could deal with that. Pulling back out, the Solus taking some very serious shots from the Gatling, but not as serious as the Hawacha fire that's coming off the Solus. Hull damage all over the place. Balloon at half for My Face. Permahull has been damaged, but all 3 engines are in place, and the blue team simply says, okay, you know what? We're going to just reorganize, we're going to chase, but we're going to stay in formation, and we're going to do this right. Which is the correct... That's really the correct decision at this point in time. You don't just want to gallivant off right now, especially when you're down 2-1. It can turn around, but only if you play safe and play it right. Oh, the Solus is really getting ahead of itself. It feels the advantage that they have, as slight as it may be. They know their Hawacha can completely disable the My Face at a moment's notice. It does. 2 of the 3 engines are down. Hull taking major shots. 1 of the guns is down. Solus smells blood in the water. They want that ship to go. They want to even up the score and then get this solid win. Blake the Bomb, the man on that Hawacha, doing a great job to keep the pressure on. My Face has lost a lot of momentum, but there's the Loaf. Another surprise shot coming in from the Loaf. Is they're going to pull around and try to keep the grenade pressure all over the Solus, but I don't think it's going to be enough. My Face taking a lot of shots from that Hawacha, and unless the Loaf can be disabled, which it is, no, not disabled, but simply distracted. Ooh. Tough shots. Tough shots coming in against the Loaf. Their balloon has been severely damaged. They have a fire going on in one of their engines. And although My Face is in trouble, I'm not sure the Loaf is in a good position to aid them right now with this galleon just tailing them all over the place. Gatling fire, very effective right now. My Face could go down. Oh my goodness, fire all over. Ah, there we go. I gotta not do that. Yeah, definitely gotta not do that. Ah. There we go. Ah, poor commentating. Right there. My Face is taking immense amounts of fire. They have a sliver of permahull left. Again, this is a scenario where if you breathe on them wrong, they're gonna go. They are going to leave this mortal coil. Fires on at least one of the guns. Their balloon is still down. One of their guns is down as well, and one of their engines. Gunners on that ship are struggling to try and get the Solus distracted and away from the firing arc, but they want that Hawacha to stay exactly where it's shooting. Shots going out once again, not exceptionally effective. A lot of the shots missing, going below, and at this range, that's a sacrilege. At this range, almost every single shot should be hitting. A decent ram, a very solid ram, that pinches that ship against some debris, and it is gone. Scores are evened up 2-2. We search right now for wherever those other ships have gone off to. Oh, Loaf is right over there. Galleon is still tailing it. The HMS, we almost did it. Bad situation right now for the Loaf. That Hawacha is going to come in and blast it. There we go. Much of those shots hitting and doing an immense amount of damage. Almost every single component on the Loaf is either disabled or nearly disabled. Hull fire. The balloon nearly gone. Almost every single part on that ship is not functional right now. More Hawacha shots coming in from the Solus. Permahull is exposed. Engines are gone. Pretty effective ram. Not as good as the previous one by any measure, but it takes the permahull to just below half. Guns still down. Permahull taking immense damage. That's the kill. 3-2. Very solid Hawacha fire from both the Solus and the HMS. We almost did it. They're grouping back up now. Going to stay in formation. Very good posture right now for both of them. They want to make sure they can bring their Hawachas to bear on whatever opponent gets too close. In addition, the Galleon does have those lumberjacks on both sides, so no matter what side the attack is coming from, if they know about it ahead of time, they can be easily softened up. Ugh, there we go. I really gotta not use that button. Where are they? They're asking themselves right now, where are they? And what to do. Looks like the Galleon wants to hide a little bit. If they're just trying to sit in these crevices and wait for their opponents to come to them, could be a good idea, could be a good choice. We see My Face backing up here. Open up the map if the button would work. Unfortunately, the button isn't working. That kind of sucks. Well, one more thing to fix. Opponents still sitting across the map from each other as far as we can tell. Here's the Solus. Galleon is very close, very nearby, able to provide support as soon as something happens. My face is moving ahead. They spot the enemy goldfish floating in midair, and they're thinking easy kill. But that galleon is so close by. It is so risky right now for them. If they go in, especially alone without the loaf, nope, bad idea. It begs the question, though, what are you going to do? What are they going to do about it? Because the galleon is just sitting in here. They're spotted, though. Someone has spotted them as the loaf is coming in from the far side. My face is just... I don't know if they're worried or if they realize the situation they're getting into, but they're taking on the Solus as best they can. Hawacha shots coming out from the Solus, ripping apart the hull. All 3 guns down, 2 of the 3 engines down. Hull is taking some serious outer damage, a little bit of balloon damage, and that's it. Flamer's going out, not too effective. We don't see a lot of those hit markers coming off, but now we do. There's some decent shots, as most of the My Face is on fire. Plenty of stacks on the hull, as you see that hull armor decreasing rapidly. One of their engines is also burning, as one of their engines is also out. The Loaf is taking serious damage from the HMS We Almost Did It. If both ships go down, that'll be game, set, and match for this round. My Face is taking immense broadsides right now, not just from the Hawacha, but from everything possible right now. It looks like we are getting a little bit of... Nope, the Gatling Fire is on the Loaf. It is literally just Hawacha shots and flamethrower stacks. That has ripped the My Face apart. Oh, the Loaf goes down! Quick Hawacha shots. Rip it to shreds. That leaves the My Face alone and very much disabled. Both, not just both, but all 3 engines are down, rather. Hull has taken very serious damage. Balloon has taken serious damage. Hawacha shots going out from the other goldfish, bumping it, giving it a quick nudge to make sure its engines aren't functional anymore. Permahull is just... Oh, it was exposed for a moment there. The other galleon, the one galleon rather, the HMS We Almost Did It, is coming in to try and make sure they don't get away anytime soon. Flamethrower shots coming out. The We Almost didn't really do anything there. They didn't have much to do there. Balloon is out for My Face. Oh, they crash. Oh, they gave up? 2-4. That's odd. That is odd and strange. Oh well, thank you folks for watching. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you follow us on twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show and here on YouTube at youtube.com/The Rob and Dan Show. Have a good night.